Hey folks, coming back at you with a quick video. I've been working on a bunch of miscellaneous features of my engine, but I'm mostly in the game planning and design phase right now, so I haven't been doing a whole lot of coding, but I did add in a file manager system that I wanted to talk about just a little bit. I'll start by showing off just some of the very basic options I have for it right now. So what I've opened up here is my settings menu, which will hopefully grow as I add more user controls to my engine. But for now, all I've added is a directory submenu. And what that lets me do is it lets me add any number of search paths to my scenario. So the way that my engine was working before was that every file path was hard coded. Well, not hard coded, but pre-specified. And if the engine could not find, let's say, a mesh or something that you gave a path for, then it would just raise a warning or an error, and you wouldn't have your mesh. But now what I have added is just a number of paths that the engine will search through recursively for whatever files you have. So this way, if you shuffle things around and reorganize your file structure, you won't sort of be left, hung out to dry, and you won't have to go manually rearranging everything, which could be a huge pain in the neck. So this is going to be super useful for when I add an export feature. You finish making your game, you want to actually export the final piece of software. Then it can just recurse through all the folders, look for all your files, save them to the right location for the game, and then zip all of that up for you. So I'm just sort of laying the groundwork for when I need to actually finally put a game out, so that's a little bit easier to do. So that's one thing I was working on. And I have also added a new widget to display all of the resources that are loaded in my scene. So you'll see that here. It's sort of similar to what you'll see in a file explorer, and that's what I was going for. Right now it just lists all of the resources without any sort of folder hierarchy. But I'm trying to decide if I want to do something sort of like how Unity does it, where it actually shows where things live in your file system, and you could actually go folder by folder through your objects. That's not a high priority for me. This is plenty usable as it is. I'm just trying to think in terms of what would be the most intuitive user interface if I wasn't the guy developing this engine. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. This is a useful sort of top-down view of, I mean, I have a tree view for all my resources here that, shows, text and JSON representations, but it could be nice to get a really quick little visual idea of what's going on. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm pretty happy. This only took a day or two to set up, as well as all the stuff I've been learning about Blender and everything is keeping me pretty busy. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. Have a happy new year, everybody. I'm gonna keep trying to make at least one video a week, and hopefully have cooler stuff to show you guys every time. All right, till next time, folks. Bye bye.